to share with you, plus the fact that we get to hang out together. Tonight I'm actually not drinking wine, I'm drinking my water, but Margie I know is enjoying a glass of wine there. So
yes, I got both my water.
But it's just nice to be able to come together on these events, and with across the country. We've got Michelle and Margie who are in Ohio, and my name's Dawn and I'm in California, and we just love that we get to do this business together, really anywhere that we are, and share the information that we're passionate about, and just help people to make changes and have options in life. And so tonight we're just here to share some really easy, simple solutions for you to incorporate some either more health or programs, all kinds of stuff that we have for you. So our passion is connecting others to a better quality of life, and that's what we hope that we can help you do tonight. So for the next 30 minutes, we're here to support you, have some fun, give you some hope, and Margie's going to share a little bit about that wine in her glass, and hopefully somebody else is enjoying one with you, Margie.
So, is anyone enjoying tonight some wine, or just got another choice of beverage tonight?
I've got water tonight.
Okay.
I'm on the shred.
Oh, okay. So anyways, I'm happy to be a part of it. It's great to have girlfriends, and we always welcome men to come on board with us too tonight. But it's just nice to be able to come together and just socialize. And I was just out on a trip to Napa, and I just really love being in nature. And what I loved about the wine and visiting the vineyards is it's all about farming and, choosing select really great produce that they put in their wines. And that's what I'm all about, what I'm sharing in my life with the fruits and vegetables that we share. So I love it that when I told them about the high quality of food that I like to be associated with, and that was great to see that their passion was producing the grapes. And, I think everybody can get caught up in, sometimes when you are, drinking and doing certain things, that knowing that, wine can be helpful, but in moderation, and not to exaggerate the truth about it. And we have to be very careful about that. It is a form of social, in our, like we're doing tonight, just having a social event around it as well. Red wine can help with the antioxidants, help with the prevention and some cardiovascular issues. And they did do tests with that against grape juice and grapes. And the wine in certain cases did come out a little ahead of the grapes because of what the alcohol does to a certain chemistry in it. But again, we want to do that in moderation. It's not like sitting down having a whole glass of or a whole bottle of wine, because then you're going to have the adverse effects. So you definitely want to be able to plug into the benefit. But I think a lot of it, even though it's helping with prevention of damage of blood vessels and cholesterol and blood clots and all those types of things and the inflammation, but also I think it provides a form of relaxation when people do it in that moderation, and also that togetherness. And I like that part of it where you're breaking bread together, you're having a good healthy meal, and you're having something in moderation that can be in good fun and spirit, but yet not get out of control with it. So, and I've seen a lot of the Mediterranean diets, they do include a lot of wine in it. And I know in some of the, in the European culture, it's a prevention because a lot of the bacteria in the food, because they don't process it or cook it to a certain point, that it actually is maybe in that safe zone. And I know my brother-in-law and sister, when they lived in Europe, they said they never drank wine until they lived in Belgium, because of after a few times they got sick on some of the meats and some of the things there, because they don't process it the way we do here. That wine came in very handy to kind of offset some of those. So that was just really interesting for me to kind of see. So from there, the high quality of wines that I like to drink kind of blends right into my same how I do anything is how I do everything. And that's why I love the product called Juice Plus, fruits, vegetables, and grapes in a capsule. And I'll let Michelle take it from here.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting. So I love that fact about, or that comment about the relaxation and the community. A lot of times people just they're drinking wine with friends. And I think that's why wine is one of those things. And that's one of the, I mean, we hear about wine being a health thing all the time, but I love the fact that we're able to do this tonight because it means fun and it means community, and we're here to share health. And I just want to make a comment. I heard something one time that I think is really kind of funny, and that is that, you know, there's all that buzz about resveratrol, which is one of the compounds in wine that is supposed to be healthy for you. But I heard somebody say you need to drink 14 bottles of red wine a day in order to get the beneficial effects of resveratrol. And so I'm really, really grateful that the Juice Plus company has found a way to give us all of that yummy, awesome resveratrol in a concentrated form, along with so many other amazing properties. And that's in our Vineyard blend, our berry blend. Excuse me, it's the berry blend now, not the Vineyard blend. Same thing, we just renamed it because it's berries. So Juice Plus is fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule or a gummy form. And what I love about this is that it is whole food in a capsule. So my family and I have been taking this for almost 18 years now. And it's something that we learned about from our chiropractor. I was literally on a mission to try to figure out why we were sick all the time, because my girls were getting, at the time, they were 9 months old and 2.5, and they were in the pediatrician's office constantly. And because they were sick all the time, I was sick all the time. And because my immune system was so weak, and I was working crazy hours, I would get, you know, a cold and it would turn into bronchitis and sinus infections and all kinds of other upper respiratory things. And I was concerned about prevention too, because I was seeing diseases in my family that I wanted to prevent. So I was so grateful when I learned about this. And I love sharing it with people. I love being able to share the education about the nutrition. So there's a few things I'm just going to share with you guys briefly tonight to make sure that you know what the beauty of this is and the benefit and the fact that it's so different. So again, when you do all three of these blends, you're getting over 30 different raw vine ripened whole foods. And they're non-GMO, which means there's no genetically modified organisms in here. And it's NSF certified to be pure. NSF is a third-party certifier that basically guarantees there's nothing in the products that's not on the label, and nothing on the label that's not showing up in the product. And I know that sounds common sense, but it's profound how many products don't have that match. And we call it a salad in a capsule because it's pure food. And it's really important to understand the process that the fruits and vegetables go through to be encapsulated or put in chewable form. So they're fruits and vegetables and they're berries, and they're always completely vine ripened, and they remain attached on the plant until the nutrition is completely formed and developed. And then the fruits and vegetables are all ground up. So it's better than juicing. They're actually taking the skin, the seeds, and the peels whenever it's possible. And I know that for example, the peach pit is not included, but you know, in an orange, for example, up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. And many people are not eating orange peels. I know I'm not. So it's slowly dried at low temperatures, and that preserves all the live nutrients. And then it's blended and put into capsules or chewables. And it's proven. You know, Juice Plus is scientifically proven. It's the most researched nutritional product on the planet. There's almost 40 studies that have been done now in Juice Plus, and they're published in peer-reviewed medical journals. So we know that it works in the body at the cellular level in all different areas of the body. And I think I already said this, it's food, not a vitamin. And you'll even see that it's got a nutrition fact label on it. And just like if you were to pick up a bag of apples or frozen broccoli at the grocery store, you're going to see a nutrition fact label, not a vitamin or supplement label. That's what's on Juice Plus. So this means that our government and all the other bodies that govern all that consider this to be food. So because of that, there's no warning label. There's absolutely no warning label. And it's safe for people of all ages. If a little kid got a hold of this bottle and just started chewing on the capsules, there'd be nothing to worry about. It's safe. So that means if you're pregnant, you're nursing, you know, if you've got an elderly patient or somebody who's on a feeding tube, it's safe for everybody. It's food. And there's also professional athletes know that they can take this without any risk. So I love my Juice Plus, and I'm so grateful that my family and I were able to get this in our bodies all those years ago. It's like a nutritional seatbelt. But there's more. There's more that we offer, and I'm going to turn it back over to Dawn and let her share a little bit more about what else is out there.
Yeah, so I have been on Juice Plus for 12 years, and very similar to Michelle, we had a a lot of sickness going on. I just didn't feel well pretty much every 3 to 4 weeks I was sick. So Juice Plus really made a difference for me. And a big part of one of the products that I use with Juice Plus is our Juice Plus Complete. And I really don't know what I would do without this, because this is my food every day. This is a whole food protein powder, and I have this every day for breakfast. I'm not a big breakfast person anyways, and there's not a lot of breakfast foods I can eat that make me feel good. So this is just my go-to all the time, because not only does it make me feel good, but it tastes really, really good. And I'll do smoothies with this. I'll blend it up with fruit. I'll shake it up if I'm at work. This is definitely my fast food on the go, my healthy fast food. And then like in the wintertime, I'll do even fun things with it. Like I'll take the vanilla and put it into my oatmeal. I make really fun complete balls. I mean, it's just, the options are never ending. But what I love about it is, first of all, what it doesn't have in it. What it doesn't have in it is there's no gluten, no wheat, no dairy, no eggs. It's completely vegan. So that's an amazing thing for a really healthy protein powder that tastes good. But what it does have in it is it's power packed with 13 grams of plant-based protein, 8 grams of fiber. It's got a really low glycemic index, so which when you drink the complete or eat the bars, because we have really healthy bars, which are like our complete shakes in a bar, which I live off of those too. When you eat them, it helps to keep your blood sugar really level and throughout the whole day, which helps with not only our metabolism, but it helps with our brain function. And so I couldn't live without it. And one of the things that I love is that, like I said, it tastes so good that my kids love it and they ask for it every day. And so it's really nice that we can have this to share as a family. And I don't know about you guys, but it's over 100 degrees here in the town that I live in. And I am so hot that in the summertime, when it's this hot, by nighttime, I don't have an appetite anymore. And so I love that a lot of times, a lot of times I'm making just a salad and I'm having my shake as my dessert. So it's really giving me that protein, because what happens is when I have this at night, it helps me to even sleep better. Because again, when I talked about that low glycemic index, helping that blood sugar, it really does help you to, when your blood sugar maintains through the night, it helps you to sleep better. So, and I know I've shared, my kids love it. My daughter will blend it up with a little peppermint oil and make a mint shake out of it. My son loves it with peppermint or peanut butter. I mean, it's just unlimited options. So, so that's one of our products. And then we have one more that we love. And I talked about, the complete helping with my brain and focus. But something else helps with that. And Margie's going to share a little bit more about that.
Yes, our newest product, which is our Omegas. And I love the Omegas. So as you can see there, it's a great blend where it actually has the Omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So you have everything in one capsule, which I love. And I love it because it is all vegan. It is a vegetarian capsule. And like Don was saying, what I love about Juice Plus product is the things that aren't in it. And there's no fish. So we finally have something that comes from all vegetables. And let me tell you what's in this stuff. It's so cool. It has from our, algae, the pomegranate seeds, sea buckhorn, berries, raspberry seeds, tomato seeds, and safflower seeds. So it's very pure, it's sustainable. And I like that we don't have the risk anymore, because I know years ago when I used to take a Omega product, I actually had to go off of it because it was creating a side effect for me. And my doctor took me off of it, and I had no idea that it was, but it was coming from a fish blend. So, but when I researched it, I found out that, the high levels of toxins that you can get from, the fish. And so that's a risk. So Juice Plus found a great way to find out why were the fish so high in the omegas. And that's because they were eating some of these plants, in the sea. So they put it in a contained environment so they don't have to worry about the contamination process. So we have something very clean. And of course, as everything that Juice Plus does, they do everything backed by research. So they want to make sure that there is no contaminants. So I love it because, of the different properties that it does help support, which is like Michelle, or what Don was saying, good brain health. Not only that, but for the heart and the joints and the skin and eyes. And something that I love because it comes in like a gel form. So like this, when you get the capsule, you can actually either chew it or you can swallow it, either way, or you can break it open. And that little gel that comes out actually tastes like a vanilla and an orange mixed together, which is a really good taste. Some people actually sprinkle it over their kids if their kids can't swallow it. So they sprinkle it over some of their food, and the kids love the flavor. The other thing that we've been using it for is different skin issues. So like my son that had a little bit of eczema on his arm, we've been applying it to that. He also had a cut. We've been putting it on his cut to help with the healing and the scarring of that as well. And I just love it because, it's kind of a multi-purpose. So if you're not worried about your health and things you want it from the physical side of it, and, do it for the vanity purpose, which is nice, because at least you're not going to have that strong fishy odor, which is nice too. So I love it that Juice Plus really hit a home run with this product. Because now we have the complete spectrum, when we go from the fruits, the vegetables, which contain most of our daily requirements of our vitamins, and then they add in the berries that kind of take it to a whole nother level. And then we've got the macronutrition with the complete, which Don shared, and then and the proteins, and now, we have our omegas. So my kids asked me one time, they're like, Mom, could we live on just Juice Plus? And I said, actually we could, as long as we had water, we could survive. So if I'm always make sure that I always have a bag full of all my Juice Plus, because if I ever get stranded, I know I'll be okay, health-wise. So I'm just excited. This is just something that we are passionate about. You can see that you can have a night just to share good health and some good stories about, what we're doing. I know for me, it was 12 years ago that I was introduced to the Juice Plus product. It just made sense. My husband lost his job. We had no healthcare insurance. And because of my background, I am a reflexologist and I have a wellness center. So I knew that we had to get good nutrition in our bodies to stay well. So to me, it was so much cheaper going the Juice Plus route than it was trying to starve and trying to have some kind of health insurance that we were going to have to be self-pay. So we went on Juice Plus. It definitely kept my kids well. We stayed out of the doctor's office, and it just really gave me peace of mind as a mom. But, what really took it one step further is the fact that when I started being more passionate about where I saw the differences it was making, my first client that I shared it with was a cancer patient, and within weeks they noticed differences. And then over months, the doctor actually said, wow, I can't even find cancer cells in your blood work. So that was huge to me. So of course I couldn't keep that information to myself. So the more passionate I became about it, I shared it with more people. And the more people I shared it with, guess what happened? I actually was growing a business. I had no idea, and I had no intention of doing that whatsoever. So my passion grew, my paycheck grew. And from that, now my husband and I were like, wow, this is something that we could actually do together in our retirement. So this is what we're going to plan. I'm planning on getting him retired from corporate America so that this way that we could do this business together, and I can do Juice Plus the rest of my life. And the other part is I have 2 children. 2 of my 4 kids actually are in the business with me. They do it as a side business for them because I'm teaching my kids not to put all their eggs in one basket, to always have a safety net beside. Because I wish I would have had this safety net when my husband lost his job. But that's okay. We learn and we move on. And I'm teaching them that. And not only that, when I ever decide that I ever wanted to get out of it, I can actually, pass this business along to my kids. So it is something they can inherit. So I just have the best of both worlds. I can work from home. I can work all over the world. I love Juice Plus. It allows me to be still, my kids are grown, but I still want to be their mom. I still want to hang out with them. So it allows me to travel and be wherever they want. So it's just a great, great business. And I don't know if any of you girls wanted to share any of your stories tonight with, the people here before we close out. Michelle or Dawn, did you want to share anything else?
You know what? I would love to share a couple of my friends who have joined us tonight to share their own personal experiences with Juice Plus. I've got Shannon, and Shannon brought Kristen and Carol both to the call as an opportunity for them to share with us, because they are raving fans of Juice Plus, and it's really fun. Shannon is actually a member of my team. I'm going to unmute all 3 of you guys here. And who wants to go first? Why can't I unmute you, Shannon? There
Okay.
you go. Yeah,
Okay. So do you want to hear where my story began?
sure.
Okay. So my story began when I had an appendicitis and went in for surgery. It was clipped during surgery, and I had a massive infection going throughout my body. I basically was told that I would need a liver transplant when I left the hospital down the road. I was in the hospital for 5 weeks and in rehab for 2 weeks after that. So basically I did the whole protocol of what they told me to do. I took pharmaceutical grade supplements and medications that they told me to take, and nothing was working. I was down to 114 pounds. I was malnutrition. My hair was falling out. My nails were not growing. I was in a lot of pain. I had brain fog. I had to learn how to walk and talk and think again after I left rehab. And it was a long struggle to get back to health. So after about almost a year, I was kind of tired of doing everything the doctors told me to do, and I was introduced to Juice Plus years before from somebody that I worked with. So I understood, the whole concept behind it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this because nothing else is working. And immediately, within like a month, I started feeling better, and my hair started growing back. My nails got hard and strong, and they grew back, and my liver enzymes were where they should be. And I started putting on weight. I mean, when people saw me right after I came out of the hospital, they thought I had cancer. And that's how bad I looked. And rapidly started, thriving just because of Juice Plus. So with all of that being said, I have my husband, I put my husband on it. He has gout, so that is helping him. He's not having flare-ups as like he used to. My mom has COPD and she's able to breathe better, so that's been helping support her lungs. And we all do the shakes, we do the bars. I'm doing the Shred 10 right now. I can tell you I've lost 11 pounds last month, and I'm doing it again. So I can't wait to see if I can lose another 11 by the end of the month. So yes, it's something that I'm very passionate about.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Shannon. It gives us so much hope. Kristen, would you like to share with us? I know you're on. Or did you come on to share or just to hear?
No, I can share.
Okay.
Basically, we got introduced to Juice Plus, my husband and I, when my husband got back from the hospital having cancer, and his blood levels and everything were trying to level out and become stable. Shannon introduced him to Juice Plus. When he got on Juice Plus, it was like the miracle whole food that he needed. And when I saw just a 180% turn within a month, I knew it had the properties in it that were needed for him to be successful in combating any forms of any additional cancers. So when I saw that, I was still a little apprehensive because, like I've told Shannon, I am not the image of fitness. So for me, it was like I felt that those were just for people who had their lives pretty much together and were very well fit. But she said to me that there's never a wrong time to start becoming healthy. So I got on them as well, and I used to have a lot of hair loss with, not taking it, and that is not happening anymore. I would actually get sick often in the past, but I have not been sick in over 5 years. Now, mind you, I have been getting the flu shot, which I am totally against, but I started Juice Plus like about a year and a half now, and I stopped getting the flu shot and stopped taking particular types of medicines that were just not doing anything for me, and I have never felt better. I've also been able to not only maintain my weight loss that I've done so far, but it just physically makes me feel so much better. When my husband went back to the doctor, all of his levels were perfect, above average. The doctor told him, "What have you been doing?" And he said, "Well, I've been doing Juice Plus and listening to my wife." And the doctor said, "Continue to do that because I might have to write a script for that for everyone else." So that's kind of like where we're at. My husband is over the moon with Juice Plus. He truly and absolutely, we are gifted by God for having Juice Plus. I do believe that that has definitely healed him and brought him into full remission of cancer. And then for me, I just think too, it's just helped me with a stepping stone to, one, put myself, in a place where I can finally feel like I'm starting out being healthy again.
That's amazing. And I love that prescription. I need to talk to that doctor and get a prescription for my husband about listening to his wife.
Absolutely.
We need to talk. That's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. Carol, do you want to share?
Well, I don't have quite as much of a story. I've been on Juice Plus now for probably 3 years, but I primarily went on it for my grandson because I was interested in the children's study that they offered. And I just knew that he didn't eat well, and like most kids, and he had a lot of problems with allergies, and it seemed like he was always sick, and just a lot of things that really concerned me. And I just felt it was a way that I could contribute to his health without it being something that I had to make a big deal about. It was just something I offered to them, and they've been, on it for some time now. I think it's been maybe 2.5 years. I'm not quite sure, but I just know it's a good peace of mind for myself knowing that he is getting the food nutritional values that he needs and doesn't normally get. So I'm just real appreciative of that fact.
That's awesome. And so, yeah, I appreciate that. And I can't believe it's been that long, but it probably has.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about that time.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that, and thank you for being on tonight. So, I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to have these ladies come on here and share their stories because, I started sharing Juice Plus, about 17 years ago, and it's always so gratifying to hear how we can help other people to heal their bodies and to have hope for a future, whether they're suffering with a disease or they're just wanting to, take a proactive approach like Carol was doing with her grandson. And so, when I learned about this product, I was ecstatic about it. It made so much sense to me for my own family. And, shortly later, my husband and I decided that it was time for me to be home with my kids. And I had had such an incredible result from being on this product and being a part of this company as a customer that I decided that it would be amazing to be able to start my own business, helping other people do the same. And that's really why I got started. A, because I wanted my family on everything the company had to offer. And B, because I knew that I was going to want something for my own, that I could call my own as a stay-at-home mom, and to be able to contribute financially to our family with something with so much proof and so trustworthy as Juice Plus, and to be able to be surrounded by this incredible culture, be able to work with amazing people like Margie and Dawn and Shannon, and be able to just make a difference in the lives of other people. It's just so gratifying. So that's all I have, and I appreciate you, Margie, for letting these ladies share. And Debbie, I don't know if you're on here as a guest or if you want to share your story.
My story is pretty short. I just finished my very first 4 months with Juice Plus, and I got started because it just made sense. I'm a personal trainer. I work with people who have a hard time eating well, or eating mindfully, eating slowly, eating healthfully. And I'm challenged by it too, but I'm also a human guinea pig. And so I was in this universe where people were trying this supplement and that supplement. And I said, okay, let's try them and see if they work, see if they do anything for me. I can't tell you how much money I spent trying to micromanage my own supplements to see if it would give me more strength, more power, more energy, more vitality, more this, more that. And, I tried things for a month. And it's like, it's not doing anything. And so I'd have this cupboard full of bottles of, I don't know if I'm ever going to take them again. I should probably just toss them all out. But just working with so many people who struggled with, I need this vitamin, I need this supplement. It seemed to me that the more I researched it, the more research was showing that supplements in isolation are not absorbed very well into the body. You need whole food sources. Learning about Juice Plus and seeing that you can eat a rainbow in 6 capsules and get 30 servings in a day blew me away. And I said, okay, I'm going to try it and see if it makes a difference. So I've tried it, and in the 4 months I've been on it, I injured my knee. I needed to have surgery, and I've healed faster than any of the physical therapists or the surgeon thought I would heal. So I was really tickled about that. And I also noticed I'm not achy anymore. There's kind of that low-grade achiness that you learn to live with that you don't notice until it's gone. So I wake up in the morning now and I don't hurt anymore. And so Mary, actually, I love the script to listen to your wife, because as a fitness and nutrition coach, I live with my husband, who his 4 main groups are beer, butter, bread, and bacon. So the 4 Bs. And, it's hard to fight that all the time when we're cooking together. He's a carnivore. I would be a very happy vegan. And so, but we don't eat separate meals. We don't cook separately, or neither of us would eat. So we compromise. And I think I kind of view Juice Plus as my insurance, that I'm going to get what my body needs for how I want to live my life and not alienate the people around me. And then just one last thing, my daughter's gotten the flu 3 times in the last 2 years, despite getting flu shots. And she's in college, and she's in the very last year that she can be on the Children's Health Study. So it's her own family experiment to see if she's going to stay healthy this year when she goes back.
I can tell you my college daughters are so grateful that they have this, living in that petri dish of a dorm or a sorority house or whatever, and not having to worry. Yeah, it's been amazing.
She's having trouble keeping the gummies out of other people's hands.
Yeah, that's a problem. Just have her subscribe to the Children's Health Study with one of them, or have them get the Children's Health Study together.
Yeah.
Two of her roommates can do that. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I just so appreciate everybody being a part of the call tonight. This is so much fun. Usually when we have guests, I don't get to know what's been going on in the transformation and your needs are. So that was inspiring to me. And that's exactly why Dawn wanted to pull this together, because we can help each other in the community, learn from each other and what we've gone through, whether it's in the product, being sick, or, health issues, or maybe even some of we didn't even talk about, any of the financial things, but, and that's the great thing about Juice Plus. They're so generous. And so are we, even if it's just, you want to get on here to share your story, to inspire somebody or be inspired, or we have all these amazing resources that we want to connect you to, for you to learn more and to be more and to share more. Or, it may be just something that you just, like some of you just made a simple change. That's all you wanted to do. I love the prescription for the healthy. So I got to use that line. That was so good about, listen to your wife. So I hope more doctors do that as well. So for me, that was a huge takeaway. So, and it may be just those things, or just making the simple changes with the Juice Plus products. Or maybe you guys want to take it one step further, and we take it, lock arms, and you want to get it out there. You know what it did for you. So when I sit down and I talk with somebody, I'm sure you're passionate about yourself and your family, and you want to make that difference. And some of you that have clients, so maybe it's just taking it to that next step, and you want to share it with, other people. And we love that, sharing healthy living around the world. I can't imagine. I mean, my passion is definitely something I can see that, I love sharing it, but I can also envision that we do have, healthier options around the world, and to make our healthcare so much stronger with our Juice Plus products and the education that we have. So, if that's something you guys want to do, get with a person that did connect you in this call tonight and talk about those things. How can you make a difference? It doesn't have to be a big chore, but just, some simple steps that way. So thank you guys. It's a great night. We went a little bit over than what we normally do, but I really enjoyed it. So I really do appreciate. And if you guys have any other